Lizzo celebrates her looks in candid video. I am the beauty standard, she says. Oh, interesting. Grammy winner, 34, showed herself some love in a candid video shared on Instagram on Saturday. This is last Saturday. Scroll down, Deli. Can you play the video directly from here? Can you play that TikTok? Right? Yeah, you can play it right here. This is the video that she released on her TikTok. Let's watch.
I just finished showering and doing my little routine, and you know what I realized? I am fucking gorgeous. I am the beauty standard. Catch up, bitch.
Her phone wouldn't even beat it.
So the phone got a beating
What do you
in the
think that room
process.
smells like?
Oh my God. I mean, she's like, oh. I mean, everything is okay. So here's the thing. I'm not here to attack, your own sense of self-confidence, whatever it is. You can believe whatever you want. She's saying she's the beauty standard. Do I believe that she's entirely comfortable with what she looks like? I don't, just because she's always obsessively talking about how everybody comments on her body and this person said this about me and this person said this about me. And it's like obsessive. If you're really comfortable in your own skin, you really just don't care what anybody says about you. You're not worried about what the world is saying about your body because you're comfortable in your own skin. That I don't see it. But here's the problem with it being the beauty standard, as she says. And here's a problem with a society now that elevates this and puts it on the covers of magazines. Fat is healthy. Put it on. I think it was Cosmo that had it on there. And you're just leading society down a path of, physical distress, unhealthy patterns of behavior, medication dependency, depression, and all sorts of things. Because the odds are that if you're that fat, you are going to be more prone to disease. Secondly, if you're that fat, most members of the opposite sex aren't going to want to be with you, right? They're going to have their own standards. They're going to look at you and say, number one, that's not attractive to me because most people aren't drawn or attracted to obesity. That's just a reality, right? Secondly, if it's somebody who wants a life partner, they're going to be looking at you and saying, well, this is somebody who doesn't care about their health, doesn't take their health seriously. Well, they're not eating right. They're not exercising. They're not trying to lose weight. They don't care about their own longevity. So if they don't care about their own longevity, why would I want to sign up for a life with them? So let's just be honest, that obesity isn't the beauty standard. And as much as media is trying to make it the beauty standard because they're all about woke and self-appreciation, and pharma-funded media, of course, wants you to be fat because then you're more prone to disease and you're more medication dependent. And by the way, if you're fat, you're more likely to be depressed, anxious, unhappy. Oh, maybe they can pop some antidepressants, big pharma antidepressants or big pharma anxiety drugs while they're at it. It's all connected, right? It's all, weaponry of the system. And also, the fatter people get, the less they are attracted to each other. You got lonely, depressed, single people. You see how this can lead to societal breakdown. And if you look at pictures, I show these pictures often of people, regular average people just hanging out on the beach in like 1975. Everybody looks so skinny. We're all like, oh my God, everybody looks like they're in shape, like they've been to the gym. And it wasn't a gym culture then. It wasn't. I mean, even when I was younger, women in particular were not in the gyms, but they were all slim. Like I don't remember many fat, even when I was in high school. It was not a trend to be over because food wasn't as, garbage food existed, but not in the amount that it does now. We were a much less sedentary culture. We were out, we were active, not sitting on a phone doing this all day long. It's a different society. And also it wasn't glorified. So if you aspired to be, on the cover of a magazine, you weren't going to try to look like Lizzo because Lizzo wasn't getting on the cover of a magazine in 1990. She wasn't. Now it's like, oh, this is beautiful, this rolls and all this stuff that is indicative of poor health or proclivity toward poor health because you're making yourself susceptible to disease. So let's just be honest about that. It's not the beauty standard, and it shouldn't be the beauty standard to be obese. If you like the short clip and want to watch the full episode, click here. And if you want to connect with me one-on-one on Connect, you're going to click right here. Let's get to talking.